Sessions brings players to the hockey from Belgium and the Netherlands. First of all, please welcome the eldest of the two Huybrechts brothers. He is the rebel, R.Huybrechts. And his opponent, he is the 2012 Lakeside World Champion from the Netherlands, the lipstick, Kist.
Welcome back, and it's a former European Championship semi-finalist and former World Cup finalist in R.Huybrechts against a former BDO World Champion in Kist, a Belgian against a Dutchman, and probably the pick of the bunch on paper, Dan Dawson.
Yeah, well, when you looked through the lineup we had for tonight, this is one of the games that stood out with the pedigrees that these guys have. Both of them have threatened to claim PDC titles in recent months. So R.Huybrechts make two finals, beaten in both occasions by Simon Whitlock, while Christian Kist made a final. I believe it was Michael Van Gerwen who did for him. It was in the, I think it was the same weekend as the first final.
Over in Dublin, just before the World Grand Prix, the back end of last year.
Which one is going to book his place in the second round to face Michael Smith, the number 12 seed, a three-time winner on the European Tour, Michael Smith. And I know Peter Wright's been winning all of these tournaments pretty much, but with Michael Van Gerwen not here, despite the dominance of Peter Wright, it must make everybody think, hang on, this is wide open. Not just, you know, we've not got these top players dominating each side of the draw.
Game on.
That's been the issue. Certainly talk to Christo Reyes. If he's not faced Michael Van Gerwen in one half of the draw, it's been Peter Wright in the other, and he's got dreadful records against the pair of them, and that has
easy one.
Caused him all sorts of problems. But now, with only Peter Wright out of those top two on the Euro Tour in action this weekend, maybe it opens the door for somebody else to go on a run. Having said that, this is in the same half of the draw as Peter snaked by Wright, although it would only be a semi-final meeting. Should Peter Wright make it that far and one of these guys make it there.
Yeah, well, hardcore darts fans, certainly European Tour darts fans, will know that Gary Anderson seldom appears at European Tour events. Phil Taylor is winding down. Michael Van Gerwen has opted out of this one, we think, because he wants to prepare in a different way for the Premier League finals next week.
100.
But still, many of the big boys, not in a darts tournament, chances for people who haven't got a PDC title to maybe add their name to the Roll of Honour.
That's it. And even though, you know, it has been dominated by Peter Wright this year, it's dominated by Michael Van Gerwen in the last couple of years. You know, the likes of Adrian Lewis not being here. Adrian hasn't won one of these for a few years, but he's very, very, you know, likely to win a few games and get to the latter stages. And that just means that, you know, with no AD Lewis here,
half of the top 10 are not here.
Yeah. So you've still got to play phenomenal darts to win this. The strength in depth has never been better. And R.Huybrechts and Christian Kist have both made finals on the Pro Tour when the field has been very, very strong. Certainly that Dublin weekend, I mean, it's one of the strongest because they're all there ahead of the Grand Prix. Christian Kist looks at double 8. Nestling alongside that. Just like
in the first leg, Christian Kist. Second leg, Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
R.Huybrechts actually missed darts for the title that weekend in Dublin when he played Simon Whitlock in the final.
60.
He did, and on the day that he reached the final in Barnsley earlier this year, Barnsley or Wigan, I think it was Wigan actually, R.Huybrechts reached the final.
Yeah, the UK Open qualifying.
He fired in a 9-dart leg as well, didn't he?
He did. R.Huybrechts 9-darter. Imagine such a thing. We had literally never seen the like. We may never again.
140.
But we might. We could see one today.
Good.
We could see one in the next few minutes.
Anything is possible, Dan.
100.
And of course, Gibraltar is the last venue to have seen such perfection on the European Tour. And
81.
another unlikely name. When you think of who might hit a 9 dart in a European Tour event, it was Ross Smith 4 years ago here.
79.
Yeah, that was the 2013 tournament. Phil Taylor went on to win it.
Вирусная угроза была
Jamie Lewis in the final. James Wade won the following year, beating Steve Beaton. Already seen the Adonis. He's playing some good darts. Averaged 99 earlier on.
60.
Could it be another one of those weekends where Beaton just rolls back the years?
100.
Something about the sunshine.
Ronnie
maybe.
Ricord 160.
Could be, I think I heard Jackson Hewlett saying that R.Huybrechts was the oldest player in the tournament. Oof. Or certainly the other side of the bullseye, Mr. Huybrechts.
Yeah, 51 years old.
Kind of a latecomer to the
100.
professional world of darts.
Christian Ricord 122.
1-2-2 is a double chance shot. Because if he hits treble 18 from here, he would have got a dart at the bull.
82. Ronnie Ricord.
Well, if you're not going to take it
60.
out, set it up and leave yourself tops. That's exactly what Christian Kist has done. Oh, that's a horrible dart. Ronnie Huybrechts should have had 2 at double top. As it is, he's only going to get 1, and that's assuming that he hits the big 19. He's just missed the big 20. He's got the 19, but 1 dart it is. He will take his time, Ronnie. Just set himself.
20. Christian Ricord 40.
Well, the veteran star making a schoolboy error. And Christian Kist is performing a juggling act on stage. He's not very good. Stick to darts.
20.
Yeah, well, I don't think you'd
Ronnie,
book
you
Christian
require
Kist for your
40.
kid's birthday party, would you? Just terrify them.
And I think he'd have got
Game short in the second leg. Ronnie Huybrechts.
3 red buzzers if he was
Christian
entering a talent show there. In the end, Huybrechts cheered on by his brother.
58.
Levels up.
Christian Kist has made a couple of quarterfinals in big TV tournaments in the PDC. Not hit the heights of his Lakeside win, of course, but
134.
made the Players' Championship quarterfinals in Minehead, the home of World Darts. Through plenty of those.
109.
First maximum of this one goes to the lipstick. A name bestowed on him by Bobby George.
And Huybrechts hits back.
180. $96.
Kist down to a finish after 9, but Huybrechts, real chance. Certainly if he finds another one of those.
100.
Well, just a ton, but it is 2 dart
167.
check out he's left, whereas Kist is looking at the second biggest outshot in the game, and Skinny 5 ain't going to do you any favours.
50. Ronnie Ricord.
The one with a chance
87.
now to break his Dutch opponents. Treble 17, the shot. 20 or treble thereof. That leaves the bullseye. Oh, and he
62.
knocked it to the
Christian
left.
Ricord,
That's how close he was.
117.
Needs a treble. Gets the treble. Double top. The lipstick for the lipstick. And
He's
there it
short in the
is.
third leg.
15 darts,
Christian
117
Kist.
check out.
Ronnie
Christian
to
Kist
throw
just
first.
escapes with that leg.
Game on.
I've met 3 times before these two. Ronnie Huybrechts just
60.
shading it 2-1. But they haven't met for more than a year. And the most recent
100.
meeting was in last year, but you've got to go way back to 2014 for the last meeting before that. And the first meeting was actually in 2013 at the Grand Slam of Darts. And of course, that was when Christian Kist came over as the Lakeside
58.
champion.
Yeah, that was an even shorter format than this match.
54.
Group stage at the Grand Slam, of course, first of 5. Interesting side note, R.Huybrechts is only around £6,000 in front of Dimitri van den Berg
60.
in the main order of merit. Dimitri plays later on this evening against Anthony Lopez at Home Nation qualifier. Could perhaps make up some ground.
100.
Is Dimitri at some point, even if not this year, going to break up the Belgian brothers for the World Cup team?
Well, he's certainly got a chance. Phenomenally talented young man is Dimitri van den Berg. Seems to be making progress, encouraging progress.
57.
You can't write off Ronnie. I mean, you know, he's shown a couple of runs to finals. And very nearly.
137.
Yeah, we talk about these up-and-coming players who are zeroing in on a place in the top 16 and how exciting it is to see the likes of Joe Cullen and Daryl Gurney going on and winning their first tournaments and potentially
84.
joining the elite in
Christian
World Darts. But Ronnie Huybrechts is, you know, he's still there, 51 years old, still around, winning games and putting himself in with a chance of winning tournaments. And Christian Kist is giving himself a chance of that, and it's another ton-plus checkout for Kist.
117 followed by
Fifth leg,
110.
Christian to throw first. Game on.
And there are two players that it's safe to say have got
99.
it, whatever it is, in their locker. Doesn't come out as often as it would for the superstars of World Darts, but it is there. Beating the best.
Yeah, they're solid players, aren't they? I mean, we said many times before, if you average 100 and you take
99.
your chances, you can beat anybody, even if they're averaging 115. Now, Christian Kist and Ronnie Huybrechts are not players you would expect to go and average 115 themselves, but they are capable of putting in that ton average, taking out their
45.
shots, and that will give you chances to win games.
This is true. Not reaching those heights in this one, but the finishing, the 2-ton plus checkouts has been the difference.
100.
Has been pointed out by one of the army of darts statisticians and nerds on social media that Ronnie Huybrechts is not the oldest man in the tournament. That honour, and I can understand
82.
why you'd make this mistake, but that honour goes to Steve Beaton, the evergreen Steve Beaton, who is technically a couple of years older than Ronnie Huybrechts, but obviously, you know,
98.
has the virility of a man half his age.
I refuse to believe it, so I'm
Well,
going
yeah,
to
I
stick
mean,
with
that's fair enough.
59.
Certainly averaging 99 tonight, beaten in full force.
Yeah, good stuff from Steve Beaton. Found himself on the ropes at one point in that match, but came back
60.
swinging. And he'd be able to go and chill on the harbour, revelling in victory.
Yeah.
100. Only record
Great stuff in Ombre Solaire. Steady. Well, Kist has left a 116 here, and having taken out 117 and 110 in the last two legs,
104.
he will fancy this.
Christian, you record 116.
Do you fancy it?
Less so now.
And Huybrechts,
60.
rather
Ronnie, you
quietly,
require 40.
has left himself a chance to break. Double 20.
He's short in the fifth leg.
There it is.
Ronnie Huybrechts.
Yeah, important to
Sixth
break back
leg,
straight
Ronnie
away.
to throw first. Game on.
Avoid some of that scoreboard pressure of being 4-1 down and then suddenly feeling every time you come to the board that I cannot afford to make a mistake. There's no wiggle room there.
140.
There's aggression. Reminiscent of the World Cup. With the
To be fair, he was probably the least
140.
aggressive of the Belgians on stage in that game.
Did enjoy pinning that bullseye for the match, though, didn't he?
He did. He did. There were some antics. Love antics.
Anyone who's
99.
not sure what we're talking about, it was a match between Ronnie and Kim and Simon and Paul. Whitlock and Nicholson for Team Australia in the World Cup of Darts a couple of
60.
years ago. Nicholson has departed the Gibraltar Darts Trophy, but Simon Whitlock gets his campaign underway tomorrow. The Wizard, actually, by virtue of his
80.
fine finish to last year and good start to this year as well. He's number 3 seed for this tournament. Hoping to rain on Steve Beaton's parade.
80.
Well, he can try, but he'll have his hands full if Beaton plays like he did tonight.
I think he'd just be pleased to have avoided Rob Cross.
Well, yes.
100.
A thorn in Whitlock's side. Huybrechts, as I said before, just quietly getting himself back into this match, isn't he?
91.
One last dart Kist, though, leaves 130. So he's got a chance. Both of the guys will use the bullseye here. 17 for tops now for R.Huybrechts. Tops he wants.
62.
Just a bit low. Now, Kist, I said he will use the bullseye. He may use the bullseye. He'd love to see 2 treble 20s and have a go at double 5. That is off the table right now. And it is the bullseye.
105.
Not a million
Ronnie
miles
required
away,
20.
but far enough for R.Huybrechts. And double 10 for a level game.
Takes him. Goes north to double 5. Could clip it off the barrel. He does.
Oh, that's the danger.
Nice score.
But it goes in the wrong bed.
Christian, you required
That is
25.
the danger. Just slightly the wrong side of the barrel, and it's just guided it into the wrong bed.
Game short and a 6 flag.
And that's the bed that
Kist.
Christian Kist decides to hit.
7 flag Christian to throw first.
And that could be a turning
Game
point,
on.
real turning point. It's a good observation, Dan, because he tried to use the marker as a guide, but the marker was to the left of the double 5.
78.
And in catching the flight of that marker, it diverted into the double 12. Maybe he should have just
Gone for the other side of the bed, yeah.
Kind of air shots.
I mean, it's a nice open bed to go for. I mean, you can see, you know, the way these guys group their darts and stack their darts.
60.
They are, you know, it's pinpoint stuff. They're aiming at particular little dots. Remember Peter Wright talking about
59.
some of the work he'd done to just try and maintain his focus. Rather than aiming at the bed in general, he would aim at a tiny little mark within that bed. You know, perhaps a hole left by a dart previously, and that allowed him to focus and create that pinpoint accuracy. And when Simon Whitlock's playing at his best, you see him group his darts together so tightly,
60.
get him on a pinhead. So it's a legitimate tactic for Ronnie to try and use that dart as a guide, but it was a very, very risky one because that was always the danger.
58.
The other thing, and I've spoken to some players about this as well, you can almost make the target bigger or almost give yourself more margin for error because you can throw it slightly,
96.
fraction too high, and it can collide off it and go in.
Well, Rod Harrington would always say if he put 2 in the treble 20, he wasn't even aiming at the bed anymore. He would aim at the flights because if you catch it there, then it's just going to
58.
guide it straight down along the barrel like a chute, if you like. Just guiding it into the target area. Of course, it all depends how your darts lie. Ronnie, you can see his darts kick up. That's why he wants to aim into those darts
60.
and go for the understacker. Whereas some players like Barney, Phil Taylor, they'll go for the overstacker, laying them on top, almost like a little tungsten tray you can stick the darts on top of.
81.
Yeah, there's a Welsh lad on the Pro Tour as well called Robert Owen, who's actually nicknamed Stack Attack because he likes to lay his darts on one another in such a fashion. Kist is down to a finish, but Huybrechts should be down to a rather smaller one. Well, just a ton, so we've got the chance to see a special finish from either of these players. Won't be from Christian. Could we see the bull 25 ball?
Ronnie, you require 100.
Always looks good when it goes in. Oh, well, he's gone 15, so treble 20.
Fooled us all.
Was he going the old Rod Harrington route? Was he
53.
going treble 15 tops
Christian, you
tops?
require
As Harrington took out against
121.
Ronnie Baxter in the match play. Imagine R.Huybrechts' tribute to the great man Rod Harrington. Would have been special.
97. Ronnie, you require 72.
He may only end up from that 125 getting one dart double from 6 thrown. Scratch that. 2. Down to double 3.
Game show
He
out
hits
to the 7th
crucial
flag,
field.
Ronnie Huybrechts.
With Kist poised on 24.
A flag Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
Well, it is another breaker throw. It's not a particularly pretty leg, that one, but Ronnie Huybrechts clinging on to this match by his Belgian fingernails. And getting to the point now where if one of these guys just catches light... 180 number 2 for the Rebel. If they can just go on a little bit of a spurt here, put together back-to-back 12 or 13 dart legs, that should well be enough. Well, Ronnie's, I mean, not a smirk on his face. He's so happy about it. No, he hit a 180, he hits them all the time.
In the zone, isn't he, Ronnie Huybrechts? He knows it. But the smile
58.
might have knocked him out of it. No treble in that visit to follow up the maximum. And he's punching himself in the head in the background. Don't try this at home, kids.
60.
And Ronnie Huybrechts was 3-1 down thanks to back-to-back ton-plus checkouts from Christian Kist, a former world
99.
champion. But he looks like he's going to level this game up at 4 apiece. And then it's essentially a best of 3. Seen a number of close games
94.
over the course
Ronnie
of today.
Huybrechts,
Darren Webster
64.
and Johnny Clayton, both 6-5 winners this afternoon, as was Chris Quantock. Oh, well, does he even go for it if he hits the treble?
96.
None of the games this evening have gone 6-5 as yet, but this, the start of the night, you thought it would be close. You thought it was a candidate.
Ronnie requires 68.
Well, it's looking likely to be so now as Ronnie Huybrechts misfires, recovers,
48.
but will have to return to get the job done. And Kim Huybrechts was letting his friends know what he thought of that visit.
I'm not sure Kim was that impressed with that visit.
59.
I don't think
Ronnie
Christian will be
requires
impressed with
20.
that one either, because Ronnie Huybrechts is just being allowed to stroll to victory in this leg. And we do
It's
have a
yours,
level
Eckler.
game,
Ronnie
4 apiece.
Huybrechts. Now I've let Christian to throw first. Game on.
Just the one win for Christian Kist against Ronnie Huybrechts in their 3 meetings. But, as I said, that was more than 3 years ago. It has been a long while since
140.
Christian Kist has registered a victory over Ronnie Huybrechts. He does have the advantage of the throw in this leg and the decider if we go all the way.
Well, just after that leg, Ronnie Huybrechts gave a knowing look to his brother and management team in the crowd.
100.
Kind of sensing he's got him. Kist could produce a third from nowhere as well.
Certainly could. I think Mike DeDecker probably thought he had Steve beaten.
140.
Had a dart to go 5-2 up, and that might have been the game for Mike DeDecker, but 4 consecutive legs from beaten earlier on, secured a 6-4 victory, and that knocked the Belgian out of the tournament. Kim will enter the fray tomorrow as one of the seeded
96.
players. We've got Dimitri Vandenberg on the way in the final game of the night as well, but Ronnie Huybrechts is in danger of being 0 for 2 for Belgian dart players this evening.
135.
Because Christian Kist has put in a very decent 3 first visits in this leg to leave himself on a potential 11 darter and to go within a leg of the next round to face Michael Smith.
Huybrechts darting by number as well, all around the board.
135.
Hunting down treble. For
Christian, you've got
86.
86.
They have to go for the bullseye if that is all he's allowed, but he's the first start, well, he's readjusted his grip on the second one, but he's not going to get a dart at double. And Ronnie Huybrechts
26.
could
Ronnie, you require 170.
still win this leg. It could win it this visit.
What a shot it would be. Oh, it looks so good. Well, I think that probably caught the flight and it deflected away and it took the power out, so
80.
even if it had stuck in the board, I don't
Christian,
think
you
it would
require
have
60.
given him a dart at the bullseye. Decent effort from Huybrechts, but ultimately not good enough. Can Kist produce this? Double 10. It's there.
Short
5-4,
and
Christian Kist back into the lead. He has not trailed at any stage in this match, Christian Kist.
He almost only gave himself one dart double there. It was a curiously high first dart at the big 20.
96.
Couldn't find a way around it, but the open bed double 10 proved successful for Kist. Now could he kick off against throw with the biggest shot of the lot?
140.
Not quite. But a good start all the same.
And we had 3 holes of throw at the start of the game. Then it was just a succession of 4 breaks of throw, followed by a couple of holes.
57.
Now, holes of throw are good enough for Christian Kist to edge over the line, but he has pretty much stolen the darts here. Not really making the most of it.
100.
Just a ton. Pressure on R.Huybrechts. What have you got, Ronnie?
Could be the last leg, or will Ronnie force a decider? Needs a treble desperately here.
60.
Does not find one, and it's advantage Christian Kist. Just about reaching match point here.
91.
Yeah, well, does enough to get himself down to a finish, Christian Kist. The pains to stay on the 20s with that last dart, just to make sure that he was on the 170. And that is enough for R.Huybrechts to get to a finish. So Kist surely would go for the ball if the first 2 go in the treble.
He didn't get
58.
to answer that dilemma.
48.
R.Huybrechts presenting with a bit of a problem now by landing another dart in the treble. Well, you can see what he thought of it. Bit of a wide there.
82.
Well, once again, Ronnie has threatened to produce a big finish at a crucial time and can't follow it up with a second dart into the treble. And that means Kist, having already taken out a couple of ton-plus checkouts in this match, is not going to take out the 1-1-2.
88. Ronnie, you require 66.
Well, we said it would be close. If R.Huybrechts takes out this 66, it will have its full quarter of legs. He's only going to get 1 dart. And he's opted for double 18.
30.
And he hasn't hit it.
Christian, you require 24.
1 dart missed by R.Huybrechts, and the Belgian may be going out the tournament because the former champion of the world, Christian Kist, looks at double 12. Sticks it right on the wire. And clips off into it. Celebrations for Kist. The Dutchman is through. He will take on the 3-time Euro Tour winner Michael Smith in the second round. Another Belgian exits the tournament. Mike De Decker and R.Huybrechts both knocked out in the opening round. However, all hopes for Belgium are not lost. Dimitri van den Berg is on the way to close out the evening. He takes on Anthony Lopez, but before that, it's another Gibraltarian host nation qualifier. It's Manuel Valerio, who probably is the oldest person in the tournament. We'll have to check that for you. He takes on Darren Johnson.